Here we are, 2 lights, 3 lights, and we are away in China. Another solid start from Florian, but a bad start from one of the Caterhams as we go into turn 1. All through there cleanly. I think as we go round the first corner, Nick goes a bit wide. There's a Caterham going extremely wide as we go on board with Florian. Yeah, he's alright, he's out of turn 1, wobbling out of turn 1. Coming out of the first sector now. Arjan, wow, what a start, makes it up to P2 with Luke in P3, Daniel Lovett P4, Matt Varley P5, Alex Cooper making up 2 places already in 6, Dan Ribbon 7th, Simon Crane 8th, Rob 9th, Martin O'Connor from last already up to 10th, but he's lost a place going wide. Oh, he's got no front wing, that's why. Nicholas Demetrius there, going around the outside of the Caterham now, going into the left-hander. Can he make it stick? A bit of contact as they go through it, but a great battle there between the 2 drivers as they come towards the left-hand hairpin. There's a Williams going down the inside of the Marussia, but he doesn't pull it off. Nicholas Demetrius now lining up the Caterham of Tommy Egan as they come out of the left-hander. Who can get the power down quickest as they exit the turn now down the back straight. Everyone will be using all of their cutters now, flying down this track straight at 205 miles an hour. Nick's dropped back a bit as we wait. Let's wait for him to go into the corner before we cut away. Early on the brakes from the Caterham, Nick goes for the cutback, and is it going to work out for him? He's got the Force India going wide. He's got a Caterham on the inside, and no, he's just going to tuck it in and keep it safe. Car in the pit lane, that'll be Martin O'Connor. Florian already has a 1.2 second lead, but we are in for one of them races yet again, I'm afraid, as Tommy goes down the inside of the Force India of Lee Messi, and he is through, and he's already lining up the Williams. So just having a quick look. Oh my, look at that gap for lap 1. Matt Varley, I think we've lost Arjan actually, he might have spun. Alex Cooper up to 3rd. Stunning first lap from Alex, beating, it must have been Arjan. Daniel Lovett's up to 4th, Luke into 5th, so it might have been him and Arjan that had a little come together as they come round. Simon in 7th, Tommy in 8th, Rob in 9th. Nick goes down the outside of the Force India as they go through the double left-hander. A little bit of a twitch, but what a move there from Nicholas Demetrius in his his second race back, but it wasn't really a race last race, so I'm calling this his first race back. Brilliant move there from Nick as he goes round the outside of Lee. Florian, I'm probably going to bore you with that one, but you know, already look at the lead he has over Matt Varley. Alex Cooper, Luke just dives down the inside of Daniel Lovett to take P4 as he now already lines up Alex Cooper. Florian with the fastest lap, obviously he's out on his own having a party. 5-second lead over Matt Varley on lap 2. Alex now down into turn 1 with with Matt Varley in front and Luke behind, so this is going to be a nice battle to watch as the race goes on. Any other battles through the field, not just at the moment, so we'll stick with these guys. Alex gets a great exit on Matt Varley, and he's already looking down the inside as they go down towards turn 4. So is Luke, and Luke passes him as well. Matt Varley loses 2 places in one straight as they go out into the fast left-right chicane. Just have a quick look down as they are. Well, that battle's sort of sorted. We've got Daniel Lovett under pressure now from Arjan in P6 in the Mercedes. Simon in 7th with Tommy recovering behind him. Nicholas Demetrius in P9. We've got Rob in P10. We've got Lee in P11. Loz in P12. Lee Miller P13. Dan Ribbons P14. And Martin O'Connor, the guy who lost his front wing. And he's about to lose another one. No, he loses it, but he keeps the car on the black stuff and lives for another day. And we've got Can right at the back of the field, already about to be lapped by Florian. And we're only on lap 2, he's lost the wing as well. And he dives into the pits. Oh, he's locked up going into the pit lane. But back with Florian now with lap 3 over, 37.6. Alex Cooper up to P2 now, and Florian's got a 6-second lead, Matt, on lap 3.
Yeah, it was a bit scrappy at the start. Did you see it catch instant with Arjan and Luke?
No, I just missed it.
Yeah, Arjan went straight to the back into turn 1. It was unnecessary, and for that Arjan's been given a drive-through penalty.
Right. But it's basically given Florian, in case he doesn't have a mechanical failure, another win, because he is just sailing away already.
No, I'm not too sure about his race pace compared to Luke. You see, Luke is flying up to the back of Alex at the minute.
Alex just passed him.
Oh, Alex passed him? Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah. But yeah, Luke's still crawling all over the back of him, so it's not over yet. Matt Varley in P4. Daniel's got the ever-charging Arjan behind him. So let's watch this battle. They should have DRS this lap.
Arjan has a drive-through penalty, so Arjan shouldn't pose a threat. Now, if he does the inside of Dan, does something, then that's ridiculous.
DRS should be open this lap. So
yeah, DRS should be enabled. Should be enabled last
lap. Go
lap.
on board with Luke.
Luke's already through him before DRS. He's got DRS down here as well.
Whereas Alex, his camera's not going to look that far across. There we go. Yep, he's already. Is he going to keep it in? Well, he broke much later as well and kept it. So Luke up to P2. Arjan does pass Daniel Lovett for P5 as he comes down into the last corner and takes his drive through now. So that's a bit of a pointless move.
Varley is on the primes of mediums, right?
Yeah.
Varley's on the prime tyre as well. So that's good for Varley if he can keep it there.
Looks promising.
Yeah, very promising.
Arjan's in for his drive through. Let's see where he comes out. Tommy's passed. Is Arjan already out? It was P6 last time I saw.
No, still going through.
So Nick's through as well.
And he's out.
He's out in P11.
Oh, Massey tap rolled Lauren. They both spun round. Did he catch that?
Just caught the end of it. I'm just going to jump for a replay.
That was very bad for Lee Massey. I'm guessing he'll probably get a drive-through penalty from that. Just need to look at the instant again.
Yeah, just chucked it down the inside and took both. Yeah. A scruffy start to the race so far.
Yeah, a lot of action though.
Yeah.
Safety car was standing by in turn 1 for the first lap incident, but there was no debris on the track, so the safety car was not needed.
Right, so we've got Luke now pulling out a gap from Alex Cooper. I think Alex just might be in his DRS zone as they come across. Does that look open?
Yeah, his DRS is open.
Yeah. So Alex should, Luke should drag Alex along with him as they try to close up Florian.
If they can.
They can.
I'm expecting Alex to be quicker in the second half of the race.
Right.
Because that's when he says that he's a lot quicker, lower fuel, but again, so is Florian, so wait and see. But they did close a little bit on Florian that lap. It was about the same. There were 7 seconds when they crossed the line last time. It's 7 seconds again. So hopefully they can start slowly reeling him in.
Even Stevens at the moment.
Yeah.
No battles further down the field. Nick up to P8, as we said a minute ago. Arjan now recovering from his drive-through. Laws in P10 or P11, and he's got Lee Massey behind him. Lee has a drive-through as well, though. So Lee Miller 13th on his lonesome. Dan Ribbons 14th. Martin O'Connor 15th. He broke his wing as well, Matt, at the start.
Yeah, he's all over the place. I think he's pitted twice since then as well.
Yeah, and he had a spin out of turn 2. So. All quiet at the moment. No big battles. We've got Alex behind Luke. Oh no, Alex is in front of Luke. What's happened to Luke?
Yeah,
Matt Varley's third.
Luke is down to P4.
P4, yeah. Oh, he spun coming out of the double left.
Made Alex have to go wide to overtake him, and that's lost him even more time to Florian.
He got into the first left. Oh, he went wide in the middle of both the corners and then dropped it on the curb. Just when we thought we had another challenger. As Luke now looks on the inside of Varley, it doesn't get through that time. Out of the last corner we go. That car's wobbling a bit. I don't know if you got any damage from that car who took him out. Was it Arjan you said?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
No, I was just saying Luke's car is a bit wobbly. I don't know if he got damage from when Arjan hit him.
I think it was just a tap of the back rear and they spun round.
Yeah, all over the back of Matt Varley now as he exits turn 2. So much more grip as they exit. And he'll be looking to have a dive down the inside of turn 4 now. Will he do the cut back? Oh, he's didn't touch.
That was very good racing there from Luke.
Yeah.
It was going to hit. Most people would have gone straight into the back of them.
In the meantime, Daniel Lovett is taking a back seat and waiting for these guys to mix up so he can grab 2 places in one go. As Luke tries to move around the outside.
Right, you're not going to overtake there, Luke. Stay close to him and wait for the DRS zone.
Nick did earlier. He passed Mercedes into that turn around the outside.
Oh, that's good.
It was a great move. Here we go with Luke now. He's going to tuck it in now and wait for the DRS down this big straight.
He's got the DRS activation already. That was that line I just passed, so
Yeah.
just got to wait for the activation point now. They're very far back DRS on this track. So he's already through. And then he's got the DRS for extra measure, but the Caterham is very quick in the straight line. Look at how they come back. The Caterham doesn't have DRS.
Very good straight line speed then
Caterham
from that
had
Caterham.
very good straight line speed all season. So and Luke just sneaked through, a bit of banging wheels there. They got through, and Dan Lovett just sits behind and waits.
Varley for the cutback though. He's got a good run and he's got
Need to be
great straight
careful
line
around
speed
here.
on
Look.
that car.
A little tap down into turn 1 and they'll both be spinning round, so Varley needs to be very careful here. Oh, I thought they were going to hit then, but very good driving from both drivers there.
Yep. As Daniel Lovett watches on, he goes wide by himself. Manages to keep it going. Tommy, strong recovery so far. He's back up to P6. Oh, and Simon Crane spun it in turn 1. Points it in the right direction again. He's got Martin O'Connor right behind him.
Martin Crane's a lap down, I think.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Yeah. Nicholas Demetrius has jumped through in P7. So he's up another place.
Better showing from Terraria. He's done 7 laps. I think he only managed 2 last time, didn't he?
Yeah. He got beached in the gravel.
Yeah, so better showing from him. Hopefully he can pick up some strong points. Mike Daniels, his teammate, has been having internet trouble for the past few weeks, so he unfortunately cannot make it.
Yeah. We've got a battle now with Loz and oh no, that Mercedes. But oh, he's a lap down as well. The lead Messi and
Dan Lovett's all over the back of Matt Varley. Sorry, Varley stepped out a bit. I wonder if Dan's going to hit the DRS zone. He's closed up this, but again, Matt Varley's straight line speed is superior in comparison to the Red Bulls. Dan's got his DRS open because of the activation fight. Oh, Dan, watch out.
It don't matter with that Caterham. Look at the speed on that.
But Dan maybe will get a better break. No, Varley. I thought because Varley probably has low wings. Oh, Dan.
Oh, he's
back
touched.
of Varley.
He lets him carry on. That's all right.
That's poor driving there from Dan Lovett, but he's let Varley back through, so no harm there.
Look at this. We're not even on lap 10, and we've got a 10-second lead between Alex Cooper.
Unfortunately, I don't think Alex is quick enough. I think Luke is, but I don't think Alex is quick enough. But again, this is Luke's inexperience here. He just doesn't have the consistency that he needs to win races.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Florian does. Alex is lacking pace at the minute this season. I'm very surprised. I think he would be one of the people that would be contending for. Well, he is contending for races, but at the minute it's just Florian just dominating. Looks like we're going to get OGL David Fidock all over him. Sorry.
Dan had a look on the inside of turn 4 briefly, but he didn't pull it off. Dan needs to get through. He's on different tyres. He's going to ruin his strategy if he doesn't get through quickly. So maybe Dan needs to be a bit more aggressive now, coming towards the end of the first stint. The ever recovering Tommy is closing up on the back of that battle also. He's on the softer tyre. Oh, Simon's back in front of Nicholas Demetrius in the Toyota.
That's
I missed that.
But Varley has DRS, so he's going to overtake him probably by the end of the straight.
They still go in a late end, they're not. Yeah, Matt Varley with the DRS, he doesn't need it in that car. DRS assisted, Matt Varley already passed Daniel Lovett as they go into the hairpin.
Varley opening closing his DRS a few times there, saying thank you to Dan for the call.
Nicholas is now DRS on Simon Crane. They're coming towards the hairpin. Nick has a little look on the inside, but no brakes early. Ferrari just tagged the Mercedes under braking there, and now it's a lap minor corner, tagging the back on again under braking. He did let him go though, so all good there. Loz and Lee still battling away. I don't think he's done his drive through. They're still battling. Yeah, so we've got Luke now catching Alex for second place. So that'll be a battle to watch later on in the race. I'm not sure when they'll be pitting for their first stops.
You're saying that Red Bull are out in the pit lane. I see someone's got their pit light on, so maybe we might be seeing a Red Bull soon. I don't know if it'll be Alex or Dan. I think it's going to be Dan, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens.
So just keep an eye on Nick now. He's got a good run out of the double left-hander. He's down the inside of Simon already, and he might have DRS as well.
No, DRS is there. It's just there. That line went past then. So, I'd say Simon will have DRS. I don't know why Simon did that. He should have just waited. We're hearing that the other Ferrari has now just retired, so Mino O'Connor is out of the race once again.
That was bad luck for them with both Red Bulls in the points at the moment and going strong. Nicholas manages to keep his place going into the hairpin, even though Simon had DRS.
Dan Lovett's in. Sorry to interrupt you there. Daniel Lovett's back in the pit lane. Back in, been for the first time. He's still on the option tyre, so no switching for that. Remember, they have to run both tyres in this race or get a 30-second penalty.
So out of the pits Daniel goes then, and he's going to be coming out in traffic. No, he won't. Nicholas and Simon have gone through. Where is Lee Miller? Loz Rubens is a bit further behind. So he's right there. And the battle between Simon and Nick still carries on as they come up the hill towards turn 4. And he's actually dropped back a bit now, so Nicholas should start to stretch his legs on that one. Daniel Lovett P9 now after his first stop. The lap 13 then, Matt, which is that the regular time?
I'll be honest, I have no idea. I've been really busy the last 2 weeks. I haven't really been watching pace and looking at stuff, so maybe. No one else has been pitting, so I don't think so. I think that's an unscheduled stop there for Dan. Maybe his tyres are going off a lot quicker than he thought, and maybe he thinks a fresh boots will help him jump Tommy Hagen, and maybe have to do a longer stint on the option tyre later on.
Lee Miller on his own in 13th, so he's got Florian catching him to be lapped. Alex is now 13 seconds behind. Luke is 16.9 behind, so he's lost a second that lap.
Second, yeah. Luke's pit light on is on as well, so expecting him to come into the pit lane within the next lap or so. Florian's coming up to lap Lee Miller now, so Florian looks like he's going to have another day drive to the finish, isn't he? Day drive, you know what I mean? Sunday drive.
Unless somebody pays Lee now to... Oh, no, he's not. We're not allowed to be favourites over any drivers in the commentary box, but, you know, Matt, there's a rabbit on the road, we need a safety car.
When someone loses their front wing on the racing line, a safety car has to be cool, but nothing like that has happened yet. Yeah, Lee Miller the sole McLaren today because Glenn Guest is off doing real life karting. He's part of some karting championship or something, I don't know, I don't really pay attention when he talks. But yeah, so he's off doing that, so that's why he can't race this race. I'm assuming Lee extended his contract for this race, I don't know. But he was going on a 3-race contract.
I think we need to speak to the drivers about getting their priorities right, choosing real racing over this.
Yeah, I know. Who do you think would choose real racing over R Factor? No.
Yeah, especially with OGL, I mean.
Yeah, come
on. So Tommy, a strong comeback from him, up into 4th now, and stretching away from his teammate. I think Varley was this a bad choice because he's lost over a pit stop to Florian.
Yeah, but the good thing about that now, he's got the option tyre stint out of the way, so he can just bang on primes to the end, and if there's a safety car, he'll be right back into contention.
Yeah. Oh, Alex is in the pits.
He's out again. I thought Luke was going to be going into the pit lane, but he didn't, so Luke is still going. Where's Alex going to come out?
Yeah, he should be quite close to Matt Varley.
Varley's gone.
Behind Varley.
He's got a clear track. That's a good move there from Alex. Got clear track.
Simon's in the pit as well. Sorry, Matt. I've lost Nick. Where's Nick 2? Yeah,
So everyone so far has pitted has come back out on prime, so nobody's switched to the option strategy yet. Apart from Lee and Matt Varley who started the race on options.
yeah.
Why is Nick down in P12? Did he pit?
He pitted, yeah.
Alright, okay.
So that puts Alex in P5, but with a clear track.
Simon's well ahead. So maybe pitting first is the wrong option.
Yeah. Did Simon pit as well?
Yeah, Simon just came out, so Simon's really far ahead.
Oh yeah.
Luke is 20 seconds down on Florian, so I'm assuming Luke pitted as well, did he? Why is Luke 20 seconds down? Maybe my timing's wrong. Or did he spin again?
Didn't see. He is lapping some traffic.
Yeah, but 20 seconds. He's lost 5 seconds in the last 2 laps.
Maybe a lap too long on these
yeah,
tyres.
he's in the pit lane now.
Oh, he's off. Oh, he just keeps it together.
His tyres must be shot. How's Florian managed to keep it on the road for this long?
No one's challenging him.
Yeah, true. Luke has been caught up in all racing and Florian hasn't.
Yeah. With that kind of gap, I doubt he's even. So we can just take a look after them tyres all through this sim. So Luke stays on the option tyres as well as he exits the pits. Is it any closer to Alex? No, it wouldn't be because he dropped this. Or is it going to be close to Daniel? Because he crosses the white line. Bit of a rookie error then from Luke coming out of the pit lane.
Everyone that's crossed the white line has been given reprimands at the end of the race, so Luke will be given one as well.
A quick replay of Luke. Make sure he did, yeah, completely over it.
Yeah, so that'll be a reprimand for him, and I think that's 2 now he's rocked up this season, so 1 more and he'll get a qualifying ban.
Yeah. Let's put Luke now 6 seconds behind Alex Cooper, as the Ferrari now is just gone in the distance, 31 seconds over Tommy.
He's not pitting again.
And no, he's doing another lap. Tommy now coming onto the back straight as Florian crosses the line, so that's the kind of gap he's got. Alex Cooper now and Matt Varley doing battle, and Matt Varley on the harder tyres is just pulled over. It looks like he's just let him through.
Yeah, Varley's pit light is on, so it means that he'll be coming to pit lane in this lap. I doubt he'll stick one up the inside here to Alex. No, he didn't. Safe there. I think he'll be diving to the pits at the end of this lap. Oh, Tommy Hagen has as well. I hope they're not going to stack up.
That'll be fun. So Tommy's in.
Varley's going again. I think because Tommy's pitting, he's gone around again.
Yep. Alex Cooper with the fastest lap. We might get a challenge. We need a safety car. That was a rabbit. That was a rabbit on the move.
But Florian again hasn't pitted, so I have no idea how he's going this long on his tyres. No idea whatsoever. Where everyone else has been struggling, Florian seems to be fine. He's always been alright in his tyres, Florian. He's always been able to get pushed 1 lap longer than everyone else. Maybe a few laps according to this.
Yeah. A solid P2 then at the minute for Alex. Matt Varley losing more time staying on those primes. Luke in P4, 6 seconds I think behind Alex now. Daniel Lovett P5. Tommy in P6, Laws in P7, Arjan P8, Simon P9, and Nick catching him back up in P10. A little bit of a twitch going through turn 1. Lee and Rob battling for P11 and 12 as they come through turn 1. And yeah, it's Rob catching Lee now. Very close as they go through turn 1 and 2. We'll watch this battle for a moment. It's the only one on track. Out of 2 they go, and into the right King, down into 4 now.
So then, now Luke has been let through by Alex. It'll be interesting to see what he does. Maybe he thinks that he'll be quick enough to maybe leapfrog him, because Florian will probably going a long time on this set of tyres.
Yeah.
So maybe Luke thinks he'd be quick enough to catch and maybe overtake Florian before he changes tyres. That means because Florian probably will only have to stop 1 more time, whereas Luke and Alex, I'm assuming, will have to stop again.
Yeah.
they've Florian's done the best vision. I think Florian's done the best strategy. I think Alex and Luke should have matched him and put the options on first, and then they would have had a longer stint. It depends how long Florian lasts. I think Florian only needs to stop once more. His tyres might be destroyed towards the end, but he probably will have enough gap.
Well, the gap between Alex and Luke with Florian before they pitted was 9 seconds, and Luke has already closed 2 seconds since he's been on these tyres. So if he can catch 6 more seconds, 7 more seconds, and when Florian does pit, he will be out in front, and maybe they can interfere with his race somehow. With 24 laps left.
They may be trying to force Florian's hand here, and maybe trying to get him to pit early, so they would have to do a second stop on the prime tyre. But I don't think Florian's the type of person to do that. I think he's the type of person to run his own race and hope for the best.
Yeah. Both Caterhams in 4th and 5th, strong showing for them. Daniel Lovett in 6th in the Red Bull. Not a good race for him again, but he wasn't looking, feeling too confident about it anyway. We've got Arjan 7th on primes, Simon Crane P8, Rob P9, both Williams in the points now. Dan Ribbins in P10, Loz P11th, Lee Miller 12th, Can in 13th, and Lee in 14th. There's a good recovery as well by Can, as he is quite far back from the leading group. Now starting to fight his way back up the field. And as Matt said, Nicholas Dimitris out and 15th.
So Dave, Florian looks like he'll be winning his 4th race. What do you think will be going through his mind? I'm sure I know for a fact that you've been in his position many times, leading the championship quite comfortably. What do you think he'll be thinking right now driving?
Well, every time it was me with this gap, I always kept thinking don't spin, but I also started thinking about what setup he'll be doing for the next race. So,
is that how confident you were?
It's just your mind plays games with you, like having that kind of a lead. I mean, he could so easily make a mistake now, as we've seen him do before in the past with a big lead.
Well, you were teammates with him last season, now you're not, so you're not obliged to keep things quiet. How is he so quick?
How? I have no idea. I mean, when he made the changes he did in Season 8 when he was fighting Alex for the championship, all he did was change tyre pressures and it helped him out. And since then he's been really quick. I mean, when we were teammates, we helped each other with setup, but only like advised each other on wings and gears. We didn't like give each other too much help because we both wanted to win. But yeah, as far as his mindset is right now, you know, he's going to be super confident. You know, he's 4 poles, looking at 4 wins. You know, cruising towards his 2nd championship at the moment. So, don't know.
Do you think you'd be able to beat him if you were still racing?
Well, I did do
honest.
a few laps online on my own this morning, and times were alright. So,
I think you'd be up there. Would you think it'd make the stream more interesting if you were racing?
easily.
Well, it's a shame that you won't be racing this season, I know. Anyway, back to what's actually going on rather than having a little chit chat.
Yes.
Let's hang on before we get back to this. Let's talk about Alex. Why do you think that he's lost all this pace then? Because I know for a fact he's not as quick as he was in season 8 and the start of last season before he was banned.
Right.
So why do you think? Where do you think his pace has gone then?
I just think he's easily. I don't know the word. Where, you know, like when things are going wrong, he's easily distracted. Like,
Yeah, he's disheartened to get when he knows he's not doing very well. You think that it's sort of psychological. You're saying?
Yeah, many times, like when I fighted Alex in like season 2,
sorry,
4, yeah, that's Cornish, mate.
True.
Season 2, 3, 4, and 5, like I'd get a slight gap over Alex, and he would spend quite a lot of time trying to guess what you're changing and watching you and seeing what you're doing, and then he'll say to himself, "Oh, the race is over," before it even starts, and like, you know, he'd give himself a disadvantage. And I think he's already doing that already, because he was talking to me before saying, you know, Florian's got this, and it's like, even if you're slow, you've got to be confident that you can win, to have that mindset for the race. So,
do you think sorry, I'm going to continue. Let you finish your thought, and then I'll interject.
But yeah, as far as his speed, I think being part of quite a few leagues isn't helping.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. He's part of different leagues, and he races in multiple different series in that league.
Yeah.
I think because of that, Florian does one league, which is this, so his pace is going to be up there all the time. Whereas Alex, before he did all these series, was halfway through Season 8 when he started to do them, and that's when his pace dropped off.
Yeah.
Start of Season 8, he was blindingly quick. And then he started doing other series. I would keep saying this to other people who does series. If you want to be quick, you need to decide on one, I think.
Yeah.
You can do other series, like fun series like he does Porsches and stuff like that, GT racing, that's all great, that's fine. But he also does another F1 league, which I think is what is bringing him down in this one, unfortunately. Because he's not winning races in either, and Alex wins races. So I think he needs to either devote his time better, or unfortunately pick one or the other.
Yeah. And the major thing is as well that they are two different leagues, but the feeling of the cars are completely different. I went in, like I've raced in the other league, and the car between that and this one, I raced this one this morning, and like I was off the road like 8 times like in one lap. That it needs a completely different setup to what Alex is used to. And there, like you said before the middle of Season 8, when I was racing him in Season 7 and 6, there's nothing between us. Like, the races were awesome. He needs to be on one league. If he wants to take it seriously and win, he needs to focus on one league.
I think that's the same with Miles Dixon. He was blindingly quick last season, and now he does all these leagues and just gone off the pace.
Yeah. Oh my god, sorry Matt, Daniel Lovett has just tagged the back of the Caterham and flew off on the last turn. I think the Caterham just got past Daniel as all this was happening. I'm just going to go for a replay.
Oh, Daniel, I had a quick look, I'll let you look at it first.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Caterham passed him into the hairpin, but the Caterham was down the inside. And it looked like Dan was going for the cut back out of the last turn. Let's have a look now. So he's to the right hand side. Caterham was quite far ahead at that time. Daniel, he just tries to cut back and taps the back of Matt Varley. Now that car's going to have damage as well.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's anyone's fault. Tommy Hagen went a bit wide, but Dan Lovett was a bit too, I'd say, cocky into that corner. And they both just did disconnected, and unfortunately, Dan was the one who suffered. I don't think he hit the wall that hard, did he? I'm not too sure. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. He seems to be okay driving around now. But yeah, it looks like he's definitely lost that place. He's also lost a place to Matt Varley as well. So maybe if Dan got out the throttle a little bit, maybe he'd have been fine.
Sorry again, Matt. Arjan's just spun it coming out of the double left as well.
Everyone's spinning today. Got a replay on that as well. Did you get that?
Well, I called it live, but we can watch a replay.
Okay, go on. Arjan's on the option tyre, so maybe they're just not working for him.
He's on the primes.
By the way, I don't know if Florian hasn't pitted. Luke is 18 seconds behind Florian. So when
I was
Florian
just about
pits,
to make that point. Both Alex now and Luke are inside that pit stop window.
So
if he did pit, they could interfere big time with Florian's race.
They all have to pit again.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means. So there'll be these times. So Florian, they need to close in more time. I'd say Florian probably can get away with only doing one more stop. There's 20 laps remaining. So Florian will be able to get away with one stop, and Luke and Alex will have to pit again. So at the minute, it's still looking good for Florian.
Yeah.
But this set, whatever set he's going to run, it's going to be on rims before he pits. So that's the only thing that's going to in Florian's negative favour. So whichever one is going to be, if he pits now, his prime tyres will be shot. But if he keeps going out, his options will be shot before he pits.
Well, there's only 18 laps remaining.
Was it 18? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking at Arjan.
They did more than that at the first stint. And the other good thing as well, Florian can come out on options, whereas Luke and Alex have to come out on primes for their last stop.
Yeah, it looks like it's all rosy still for Florian then.
But saying that, they did close both of them 2 seconds that lap on Florian.
Maybe his tyres are going off then.
Watch Florian for a bit. because his pace is dropping quite a lot now. I'm not sure of his lap times, but Luke is doing fastest laps and Florian's pace is dropping. And go on board for a second just to see how that car's handling. He's keeping it together, but it's just at a very much he's actually got quite a lot of oversteer. Those back, he's going to be pitting soon.
Yeah, he's got to. He doesn't want to bin it or lose too much time. He's going to have to pit very soon. But again, he's going to be on the fresh prime tyres, and Luke and Alex are going to have to go into the options. So that means he's going to be able to cruise away because there's going to be a couple of tenths a lap quicker if they were all equal, and then plus his advantage, his miraculous advantage he has over them on normal tyres anyway.
Yeah.
He's gone around again. That's come on, Florian, you need to think about pitting soon, mate.
No, he's alright, but he's making this interesting. Because, again, Luke not even finished his lap yet, it's closed 2 seconds. There's going to be under 14 seconds, I should say, like by the time 13.4.
I thought Florian had blown his engine then, but he hasn't, it's fine.
He's still going.
Yeah.
So 34.8.
His revs dropped and his engine sound went off, but I think it was just my headset because he picked them up again, it was fine. I thought his engine had gone.
Yeah, so 13.4 over the line and struggling for pace. Luke comes down into the right hand hairpin.
Oh, Arjan's, speaking of engines, Arjan's engine has gone.
What place is he?
P7. If you have a look, his engine's gone again. I think that's the second engine blow for Arjan. I'm going to have to give these people awards. I don't get how they're blowing these engines because I made them so they have like so much durability. I changed. Remember season 7 when the engines kept blowing?
Yeah.
Since then, I've added the same value every time, and it's been ridiculous. You can't blow them. I don't get it. I literally ran around the track once in full revs, like in second gear, full revs, like for like 3 laps, and it didn't blow. So I don't see how Arjan has managed that.
Very, very strange. As we watch Florian now coming towards the end of another lap, does he pit this time or no? He's going around again.
Luke is only 10 seconds behind Florian now.
Yeah, that was going to be 3.4 this lap. He would have caught.
Do you think Florian's going to try and get to the end of the race on this set? Can't, surely.
No. There'll be at the ease of the championship he's got so far. It'd be a big risk to try that, especially when the other guy's got a pit also.
Luke is now 10 seconds. Did he close in 4 seconds that lap?
3.4 seconds. Yeah.
That's a big margin. Like I don't know. Like if I was Florian, I would have pitted by now. It's good. I'm glad he's not. But
yeah.
he should have pitted by now, and he hasn't got his pit light on or anything. So I expect him to go around again, maybe. I think he's feeling comfortable because he knows that they've got a pit again as well. Right.
Well, Florian does love his stats, so maybe he's trying to do it late enough so he's got the fresher tyres for fastest
lap. Maybe. I didn't think about that. Because as soon as Alex and Luke put the option tyre on, then they're not going to be able to match his times.
Yeah. But as Luke is just lapped the Mercedes, Alex has got to pass him as well. Is he already through? No, not yet. He's not. Just have a quick look down. We got Tommy in 4th, Matt Varley in 5th, Dan Lovett 6th, and doesn't look like he's closing. Simon in 7th.
Florian goes round again.
Gone round again.
Yep.
Rob in 8th. Dan in 9th, going completely wide, and the catering manages to slip through. 8.2 seconds.
So my thinking now is, because Florian's tyres are so worn, I would probably put the options on now and let them get up to temperature.
Yeah.
Because Luke's options will be quicker than Florian's options without a doubt. So maybe he'll be able to close in even more. And then when Florian pits, he'll probably still be slower on the first, maybe second lap, because his tyres won't be up to temperature.
Yeah.
Because cold tyres will be quicker than warm tyres, I think anyway, in this mod. I don't know what if you agree on that or not, but I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it will
Florian,
be, yeah, because
yeah.
you know, they're primes as well, so that's even slower again. I mean, like this lap alone, he's already 2 seconds up, coming up to the sector 2 line. So 5.8 the gap is. If Florian does another lap, he's going to lose that pit stop advantage he had.
Yep.
He's got to pit this lap.
His pit light isn't on, and if I doubt he'll dive into the pit lane because it'll cost him like an extra couple of seconds if he doesn't put his pit light on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to wait and see what Florian does. I think he's gonna go around again though. Lee Miller's in front of him. Lee Miller dives into the pit lane. Florian goes around again.
Doing another lap.
There's 15 or 14 laps remaining now. Luke goes around again, and Alex is going to go around again. But nobody's pitting yet.
5 seconds.
Remember, Luke and Alex both have to pit, or they'll get a 30-second penalty for not changing tyres. And again, I think with Tommy Hagen and Daniel Lovett as well, he hasn't pitted for any of the tyres. Everyone else has. So it's Luke, Alex, Tommy, and Daniel. I don't think have pitted for the option tyre.
Yeah. Oh, I can't get. I'm just quiet because I'm trying to get my head around what Florian's trying to do. I can't.
I think he's trying to leave it as late as possible. So as soon as he puts the fresh tyres on, they'll be close, but he will pull away. I think that's what he's attempted to do, and it will probably work. But he should have pitted a couple of laps ago. I think his thinking is once the prime tyres go off, they will be slower than the options.
Oh, he's gone off! I think he's got a flat
wide.
tyre. Something popped.
Has he got a puncture?
I don't know, something went down and then he went wide out of the...
His pit lights. Yeah, he's got a puncture.
See, that's what I don't get. Why would you risk that big lead? So even if Luke does get
has
options,
his pit light on as well.
that was a massive risk to take. He's going to go straight, surely. No, you can't have a puncture.
He's going very slowly. It looks like he's delaminated or something because he's going out very slowly. He's pitted now with Luke. So Alex is going to go around and lead the race.
We've got a different leader. Woohoo! That was strange from Florian. What a risk to take when you're so comfortable in the race and championship.
Alex will take the lead after the pit stops as well, I believe.
Yeah. Oh! Luke dives almost into the back. What an angle for Luke to get out of. Look at that. Florian is away though.
So was Luke, and Luke is on the option tyre now.
So we need Alex now to pound this round.
Yeah.
He was 5 seconds behind. Gonna have to be a quick lap.
I think if Alex pits now, he should come out ahead due to the coldness of Florian's tyres.
Mm.
Lee almost turned up with Luke there, that was very close.
That was bizarre. I don't know why Florian would do that so late with the lead he had, but anyway, he's still in front of Luke and already pulling away. Alex is still going around. We'll have a look at him shortly. Just have a quick look. We've got Tommy 4th, Matt Varley 5th, Dan Lovett 6th. 2 Williams now are about to do battle, so that's something we'll look for later, and Loz as well. So we've got a 3-car scrap to watch towards the end of the race. And Dan Ribbons 10th, Lee Messi 11th, Lee Miller 12th, and Can last in 13th. As we cut back now to Alex Cooper, let's see if he'll jump.
His pit light is not on, so I don't think he's pitting unless he's forgotten to put it on. No, he's going around again.
He's weaving.
Not sure why he's doing that, but his pit light is on now. He's taking it off again. I have no idea what he's doing. I have to check the times when everyone goes across the line now to see what the gap is.
I think it was 17.8 across sector 2.
It's 74, so Florian's closing in now on Alex. Alex should have pitted that last lap.
Yeah.
So it looks like Florian's still in a good place to win. It's just between Alex and Luke now for P2 and 3.
Yeah. Well, Luke... Well, if Alex doesn't improve this lap on his last lap pace, then Luke will still have the lead quite comfortably. Gap now. Oh, we're showing the gap now to Luke and Florian. 2 seconds. Luke isn't losing that much pace.
Yeah, but he was a 1 second behind when he came out the pit lane, so
Yeah.
nothing's going to happen now. I think unless Florian makes a rare mistake, it looks like looks like Florian's going to win this one, and looks like Luke's going to come P2 because Alex's tyres looks like they're shot.
We're just watching the battle of the Williams drivers now. We've got Simon and Rob 7th and 8th. Rob closing very quickly on Simon. As Simon goes a bit wide into the airpin, we've got who's that? Loz Ribbons just keeping a watching eye at the back, just in case a mistake happens between the two teammates.
Alex in the pit lane now.
And Alex does pit. So he has to put on the primes now to avoid a penalty, and he does.
Options.
Primes are hard.
Are they?
Yep. Options for some.
What options are the hard? Oh, I was you're saying the wrong thing. Or race them.
So Florian already through, and Luke is now through as well. Alex only now exits the pit lane. So yeah, he's lost a couple of seconds to Luke, but he is on the fresher tyre, so hopefully that'll help him towards the end of the race. Let's watch these Williams cars just in case they bring out a safety car. As Loz goes off in the background, he was fighting nobody, but climbing down the inside of his teammate. I don't know what's going on with his timing again. I'll just do that. Simon Crane now down the inside of his teammate into turn 1. Rob goes for the outside line. Thinks better of it. And that is Rob now getting a good exit out of the turn as we go up the little hill towards the right hand hairpin. Will he ever look down here? Nope, he's going to wait again, and Loz still in the background waiting. Loz could get a run down the inside if he gets this right, uses a bit of curves, and he waits as well. They're all waiting for that DRS zone. We will get DRS now. He will get DRS now, but I think he's not going to get it past here because that Williams is just going to walk away. Getting closer now, and he now switched on his DRS to go down the straight. But that Williams, look at that Williams.
Yeah, that Williams is really quick in the straight line, a lot quicker than Mauricio. Oh, he's not going to look though. But he is on the quicker tire than those two, so maybe he might be able to get both to the end of the race. There's still 10 laps left. Oh, maybe less than that.
8, yeah.
8 laps left even. I keep looking down and assuming that's the race start. The race start doesn't have a TV style on my video.
Oh, down the inside for Loz. Can he make this stick? And he is down the inside.
That makes up for all of the last bad races he's had for Loz. What a great move there from the Mauricio driver.
Yeah.
Brother is on a little look, but he's got the place. He's up into 8th place there. Next is Simon Crane for him, and hopefully he'll be able to. Well, I'd say hopefully there'll be a little bit of battle towards the end, and maybe he'll be able to take him as well.
The good result was due in the Mauricio team, and Loz is performing a good race at the moment with 8 laps remaining. Teammate Dan Ribbons is 10th, so both cars still in the points. As Florian now does a 33.9.
That's definitely what he was doing, wasn't he? Going as late as he can so he can get all the 3. And he wanted to lead every lap. Unfortunately, he didn't. Alex robbed him of that privilege. It isn't quite a shutout for him.
We're just finishing off, looking through the grid. We've got Liam Messi in 13th, Arjan out in 14th.
Hager's in the pits now, so I'm assuming he's going to put on the prime tyre to finish the racing.
Have a quick look.
He hasn't pitted yet. Hager right at the end of the pit lane. And he has, yes.
Primes. Is there anyone close to battle with him? Daniel's next, but he's a long way back.
He's a long way back, yeah. That'll be so that's Varley up to P4, and I don't think Varley has to pit again. So I think the top 4 are pretty much settled now with Florian P1, Luke P2, Alex P3, and Riley P4.
Yeah. Oh, Loz is already past Simon. We missed that one.
Maybe,
Apologies
I
for that.
think Simon's tyres are a lot older than Loz's, so that was a good move there from Loz.
He's just behind now. Who's that? Oh, he's just come out the pit lane. He's a lap down on the Caterham. Daniel P6. Quite far back. Well, that was a long way back for Daniel. Simon 8th. Rob 9th. Dan Rivens 10th. And Lee Miller going quite slow down the straight. I don't know if he's letting anyone through. He's weaving on the grass. It's a bit odd. Oh, he's just letting 2 cars through. Lee Messi in 13th. That is the last of the runners. The Florian still leads then with an 8-second lead and increasing each lap. Luke a solid P2. Alex Cooper 3rd.
Oh, Can Yoda is trying to unlap himself from Matt Varley. There's that Can trying to show his pace. He's in P11. Why is he in P11? Oh, he's overtaking Lee Miller.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's trying to show his pace. Oh, he gets straight into the back of Matt Varley. That was a very poor move there from Can. Varley will not be happy about that, considering he was unlapping himself.
Matt does a sensible thing and just lets him get on with it, but yeah, bit of an aggressive move there for Can. Should just wait.
Particularly because he was unlapping himself. He should have just waited for the DRS zone. Saying actually, Caterham's DRS straight line pace is brilliant, isn't it? So we'll be able to overtake him over there.
Yeah, that leaves Matt Varley all on his own then in P4. Teammate Tommy in P5. And it's going to be a quiet last 5 laps now as we run down towards the end of the race. Florian now with a 9-second lead. Daniel Lovitz off again, still on his own and still running off the track.
Yeah, it's a very quiet race and poor race for both Red Bulls, I think. Oh, Simon Crane's off. Just saw Simon off. This is now down to P10. Maybe his tyres are shot.
Yeah.
Not too sure. Maybe he's having problems with his computer like he did in Bahrain. Nah, it looks like he was just getting too cocky and with his teammate. Because his teammate took him, didn't he? Nah, he just lost it, didn't he? Don't know if we get a replay of that or not.
Down another place then, was it P10? Yeah, there he is. The question is, Matt, going into Spain and then Monaco, can anyone match Florian? Because he's having such an easy time.
Well, all someone needs to do in Monaco is just out qualifying. But Spain, I have no idea. Maybe Florian will win every race this year. It looks like that way. It looks like it's going to be 18 from 18, which will be a pretty disappointing championship in my books. But again, you can't fault Florian, can you?
No, exactly. He's like we said earlier. He's the only one doing one league, and all his attention is on this league. So he's going to have an advantage already just by doing that.
I think give it a few races, and Luke will be able to challenge him, because Luke again only does one league, which is OGL. But again, he's a rookie. This is only his third race. He couldn't make Malaysia. Yeah, it was Malaysia. So I think give it a few more races once Luke's consistency's there. Again, he hasn't made a single mistake since his initial one at the start. Again, it was hit by Arjan, which is unfortunate. But I think if it wasn't for them, I think Luke could have won this race, or at least be battling right now for the win.
Yeah. There's current round to lap. One of the Mauritius, not sure which one, but he's through. We have one more look down through the order. So we've got Florian leading, Luke in P2, Alex on his own in P3, as we've got a spinner there, just behind Matt Varley. Matt Varley in 4th, Tommy in 5th, Daniel Lovett in P6, Loz P7, Rob P8, Dan Rivens P9, back in front of Simon now. Again, we missed that. Simon in P10, Can in P11, and last is Lee Miller in 12th. Nope, sorry, Lee is last in the Force India in P13.
Who Lee's bringing up the rear?
Yes. So that spinner just then was Lee Miller in McLaren at turn 4, but still going to pick up another point. As,
The yellow flag, oh, the massive spun. Back to anyone really?
do that now. Drive straight off into the 50 board.
Nice. Yeah, I can see him ahead of, it's just ahead of Florian, hope he doesn't get in his way. Just wait and see he's through. Florian's coasting now, see him just short shifting.
Yeah.
He's short shifting a lot. Is he running out of fuel?
I don't know, I'm watching a drunk Lee Messi at the minute.
He's only going 170 down the back straight. Do you think he's running out of fuel? There's 2 laps left, you need to watch closely. I think Florian's getting low on fuel here.
He's running wide. Might be letting the car through behind.
He's stepped up a bit now, but there's only 1 lap left now, so it's too late. But I think he's a bit marginal fuel there. He was short shifting, unless he's just playing it safe, keeping away from Lee Massey.
Yeah, maybe.
He's wide! Oh!
In front of him as well.
Go on, Florian, are you falling asleep here?
He lost a whole second there.
I think he's just taking it easy. Clearly wasn't taking it easy because he almost spun it. If he spun it then, Luke would be right on the back of him. But yeah, Florian's short shot taking it really easy now. I just hope he can, for his sake, that he can make it to the end on this tank of fuel, because that would be horrible, running out of fuel just before the finish line.
Yeah, on the last lap.
He's proper coasting. What's he
pulling
doing?
over to the left. Just on
What's he doing? Is he out of fuel?
No, he's just let 2 cars through. Don't know, again, I don't know why he's doing that, because he's got the risk of being taken out if they fight each other. But yeah, he's accelerating right now.
Yeah, he's gonna finish, but he's taking it very, very steady. What's he doing? Matthew clearly doesn't want to do another lap, so he's just gonna let him back through.
Get this pain over with. But yeah, oh, Massey spun just to end the disappointing race, but at least he's going to finish 4 out of 4 for Florian then in the Ferrari, weaving across the line, and still nobody can challenge the Ferrari driver. First race without a safety car as well, Matt. So
yeah, probably for like a whole year.
Luke crosses the line in P2. Alex, I think, would be a bit disappointed with that in 3rd, but he still picks up points. About to lap his teammate. Daniel was that far behind. Matt Varley next, coming towards the end of the lap now.
I was expecting to see Florian pull over, but I thought he'd be out of fuel, but clearly he wasn't. Maybe he was just taking it really steady.
Yeah. Oh, Matt Varley's lagged. Is he out of the race?
Oh!
He stopped.
His teammate's right up in the back of him now.
Yeah. A major
lag there for Matt Varley. He's still going to finish ahead of his teammate. But yeah.
Or is he? Look at this run from Tommy out the last corner.
Oh!
Matt Varley gives him the chop, but I think that was close.
Varley was just ahead, but that was very dangerous there from Varley. I think that's the 2nd time he's done that on the line in the last 2 races. That was okay though. He gave him just a car's length.
So yeah, Tommy and Matt over the line then, 4th and 5th. Daniel Lovett 6th and a lap down. Next is Loz Ribbons. Very good race after the
Dan
first 2.
Ribbons has got Rob Laurie as well.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah.
So both Mauritius 7th and 8th, with Rob Laurie in 9th and Simon, last point scorer, who's already crossed the line in 10th.
So Matt, final thoughts with you then. We've got Florian taking 4 poles and 4 wins out of 4. What can we look forward to going into Spain?
Hopefully a different winner.
Yes.
I think that's all we need to say. It was a really good solid drive from Florian again. Shame again, we were robbed of a decent fight with Luke's inconsistency and Alex's lack of pace. So hopefully next time they'll be up there. Spain's not not a technical track, so hopefully the gaps will be closer.
Yeah. But yeah, a very interesting race. Apart from that, we had some great battles going on down the field. I mean, Nick, even though he didn't finish, like made some good moves around the outside of people, and we had some good fights down the field with other drivers.
Yeah, just we had 15 driver, we had 16, was it 16, 17 drivers? It's not our
Yeah.
best, but hopefully, as I said, there was still some good battles, and hopefully there'll be more people next time to give us some more exciting drama out on the track, so we don't have to make up conversations about what you'd think if you were Florian.
Yeah. Right. So I suppose this is where we'll leave it for now. Join us in 2 weeks for the Spanish Grand Prix. And yeah, Florian's 4 wins out of 4. Can anyone stop him?
Bye.